There was a politician that once said, and I live by these words, I ain't gonna lie to y'all.
Corruption is not bad. Corruption is only bad if I'm not involved.
Yes.
But if I'm part of that corruption, I'll defend it.
Corruption is only bad when I'm not involved.
About these leaked recordings. And I think it's necessary for us to say something. The People's National
People come on and see face good. Me want this I know I see a Marky G when he come out to whip them Marky, whip them Marky, whip them. We have not seen anything of the hurricane relief money Marky, whip them. And I see a Marky that will come out to beat when Marky come out to beat. Marky have what them call it egg on his face. Oh my God.
In all my years of covering politics and watching politics not only in Jamaica but across the world, there's a rule or a practice that we come to know, and that is a party, a political party, decides to attack the press, the media, the messenger. That is a very good indication that that political party has lost the argument.
Don't be.
Can you give us a question?
I'm not going to give you a question.
Can you state categorically?
You are fake news.
Sir,
go ahead.
Can you state categorically that nobody... No, Mr. President-elect, that's not appropriate.
If you don't watch Blacklist, it would have tell us that there is a shadow agency. And within the government, the shadow agency works. So yes, you have stellar people in the government and then you have the corrupt people in. So I've always made the statement to say, yo, earlier days, not now, I don't believe that anymore, but earlier days, I've always made the statement to say, yo, when Andrew did young, he wouldn't know certain things, but certain man were all up there. You see me, I say, like, there's them, we don't know certain things, I know, so well, this have to be done now. You see what I say? So regardless, he want to work in the way there, just make him feel like he want to work in the way there. And behind the scenes to do this. That's what I thought, me personally. You see what I say? And the PNP aim in this voice note is, regardless of our name, General Anderson, or that guy, Mr. Anthony Anderson, stellar reputation is getting Jamaicans to understand. So this man is in charge of all the hurricane relief money. So regardless of how stellar his reputation is, we don't get no money. What's happening? Let's beat him. Yeah. He helped thief some.
Reality is we need to ensure that the average Jamaican is saying we don't care who he is, and him could have full of integrity like whoa. He could have been whatever. He's a man who sorted out all of the hurricane relief that got it to Jamaica, whether we know it or not. So I would love for us to be able to put that information together, package it for the ground so the average Jamaican can get that information. Yeah, remember when I said a little while ago, wicked and evil? Because what we're hearing here is that the plan would be to set out to try to dirty up a good and decent public servant.
The political commentator also commended the NARA CEO, Ambassador Anthony Anderson, saying he believes there are no weaknesses in his armor that the PNP could find.
It's not the worst thing we could have heard. It's kind of expected. And my takeaway is, boy, General Anderson really has a great reputation, even among the PNP. And it's great that we have a...
I don't think the corruption scandal would work on this. Basically, you can't find a chink in a man's armor. A man is a stellar citizen. That's how everybody has to say, yo, every politician a junk pro, every politician for themselves, and no politician no good. Here's a politician that even politicians know.
My humble opinion, I think they've outsmarted us and then put in this man now to be a CEO and whatever.
Bear in mind that the Nara bill is what the JLP sees as its glory and its savior for a fourth term and a fifth term and whatever. Speaking to some of them recently, some of the operatives, they see Nara as their way out. to get back in tune with the Jamaican public, because they know them in a bad state, the public itself, with the cost of living and everything. So they see Nara as a saving grace, and they are going to do everything in their power to try to get whatever done, which means bypassing like our parish council, which, you know, probably would have do delay tactics and don't get it, which is why they did it that way. But safety standards and these things is a concern. So, well, let's play our ball game of politics.
Mario, the concern I'm raising is this, that Anderson's track record is not one full of blemish, that it will be so easy to attach certain things to him. The corruption argument not going to be attached to him so easily, right? In my humble opinion, I think they've outsmarted us and then put in this man now to be a CEO and whatever. Reality is we need to ensure that the average Jamaican is saying we don't care who he is. He could have full of integrity like, wow, he could have been whatever. He's the man who sought out all of the hurricane relief that got it to Jamaica, whether we know it or not. So I would love for us to be able to put that information together, package it for the ground so that the average Jamaican can get that information.
Boy, people, welcome back. You don't know. TallDawg see you more critical thinking. First of all, Rumpum now do so well to me, I say so. Right. Prayers up for G, please. I don't want to pray them where people them pray and whisper to themselves. You know them, the prayer warrior them go to work. You see what I say? And meanwhile, we not pray. We need some equipment. You see what I say? Some money too. Some subscribers. You see what I say? And you know? Big up for themselves. You see what I say? For real though, Rumpum now do so good, so you don't know go see him for a minute. I don't know neither see him for a minute, hence why you see me, but prayers up for my bro, please and thank you. Yeah. So as you have heard in the starting, waiting to see my face. That was the alleged leaked voice note by a few members of the PNP, the People National Party. Now, me I hear about it, I don't really, so I'm kind of late for it. So I don't really know how much merit I will give the voice note there. So what I'm going to do, I try circle around with some other information, some other videos I did see. And of course, when I know I check in for Miss Dean Jackson Miller, top PNP official, because it seems like she's whipping them. Now, you can whip somebody because you know say you're wrong, and there's no way nobody will go stick with you if you defend the foolishness. You understand? So me just watch you see for that. You know what I mean? Because you don't really want to curse your family. You don't really want to curse your brother say my teeth. Look at teeth in boy. I should have chopped him up. When we reach home, I say, brother, you mention a man, stop going at people in place. Is it? Make your name chop him up too. Full of cane versatile if it did hurt you so much. So let's go. But I must say news article. And I play CVM news because too much time I play TVJ news. So let's go. I must forget the CVM was a part of it. You know what I mean? Yeah, let's go.
There has been widespread public discussion since voice notes allegedly involving members of the People's National Party have been released. The recordings have drawn reaction from across the political landscape, and we'll hear now from Akela Bailey.
The People's National Party, PNP, is facing increased public scrutiny following the reported leak of voice notes allegedly involving party members. While the PNP has not issued an official response, the recordings have sparked reactions from several commentators. Political commentator Kevin O'Brien Chang was among those weighing in, arguing that the situation exposes what he described as the PNP's alleged hypocrisy. Speaking on CVM News lead story on Wednesday, O'Brien Chang called for civil society to take a more active role in holding those in positions of power accountable.
What you would expect the civil society to say, if this is true, if these names are true, we condemn this, this should not how it be, it should be country first. And clearly, the PNP feels NARA is a good thing. It kind of exposes the hypocrisy of what they've been saying in public. In private, they're saying, boy, this I think looks tough. It can benefit the country. We can't do much about it. And in public, they've been saying that it's going to destroy Jamaica.
Mr. Chang also raised concerns about the current approach to parish council governance, suggesting that some of the measures being pursued could prove more harmful than beneficial.
We understand why they bypass the parish council, because the parish council will be trying to sabotage it. That's a clear, open admission that the parish councils are maybe more bad than good. And that's my take-up, where the parish councils are rarely criticized by either party. They're widely seen as feeding trees to both parties. Nobody says anything about them. And if we had a neutral commentators or neutral bodies who are supposed to look for the good of the country, they would be saying this is a sign we need parish council reform.
The political commentator also commended the NARA CEO, Ambassador Anthony Anderson, saying he believes there are no weaknesses in his armor that the PNP could find.
It's not the worst thing we could have heard. It's not kind of expected. And my takeaway is, boy, General Anderson really has a great reputation, even among the PNP. And it's great that we have a man in charge of this huge NRA thing, which all of Jamaica can have confidence in. That's my takeaway.
Akela Bailey, CVM News.
All right. So that you see the person that me tell you, JLP if JLP elated, I me vote JLP all the while. So just understand this. If JLP elated for this opportunity to show Jamaica say, see there, them a call we corrupt, your hero then go on. But the truth is, this is politics. And none of them is for us. You see me? These are tactics. You hear what Mama saying at the voice note? They outsmart we. They've outsmarted us. That's all it is. They've outsmarted us. Then just simply mean well played on their end. But would I do the same? Them do it before we. They would have do the same given the opportunity. And that's what I say. What me would have take the time to find out is what me always I say. If the PNP in a power and I do the same shit, you know what I mean? JLP would over here, so I play the sad songs, the guitar, the violin, everything, and I point fingers and I say, see, they know how to do this with it, they know how to do that for it. So all of this way, you see Mark Golden come in and he's such a no pun intended, but a people's person, you know what I mean? So you see this thing when I say Mark Golden I come and I act like he's such a people's person, that he's so concerned and quick to point out all the errors of boy. A cool head man.
Mr. Griffin, I think your words have touched us all. I'm sentencing you to 24 months in prison.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no!
Oh no.
Oh yeah!
Yes, people, I have children, so I need to run up a subscription. You see me, I say, and give me a little, understanding when it comes to a late video, because, yeah, children, plural, not, a child. But yeah, differently. What me there say, Mark Golden, the people National Party, them quick for find fingers and show up the tactics that the Jamaica Labour Party is using, which I've always been saying is, yeah, it's good for show up the tactics, but what people don't understand is that they know the tactics. It is a tactic. If we were in power, we'd probably be using the same tactic or worse. You understand what I say? So it would have good. It come like when somebody I tell you say yo, when somebody I chat you with people and come now I can chat people with you. And you want to take that and be like, oh yeah, my dog, yeah man, them boy are pussy to chew. Bro, in sit down you start chat people with you. What are the odds in sit down over there start chat you with people? You see me I say? So, differently, as me say, that's what me like that it showed up. You see me? You see me? And when the voice note reportedly I talk about. I feel like people feel like myself who they had no clue what Nara was. Two PNP people, apparently. I don't know who. I heard one said Mario. I don't know who. You know what I mean? Nah, go call no name. But Mario was it. So, I don't do what I do. I don't know people there. But what I did discuss is how to undermine the public confidence in the government's NARA, which is National Reconstruction and Resilience Authority. The National Reconstruction and Resilience Authority. So, I don't know how that come up in the past. You know, that sound like sitting one day for a minute, but that sound helpful, right? Reconstruction and resilience, that sound like prevention and cure. Or cure and then prevention. You know what I mean? Yeah. Ways to damage the reputation of the CEO, Major General Attorney and Anthony Anderson. Saying, despite acknowledging, say the man have credibility, you see me? I don't think the corruption scandal would work on this. Basically, you can't find a chink in a man's armor. A man is a stellar citizen. That's how everybody have to say, yo, every politician a junk pro, every politician for themselves, no politician no good. Here's a politician that even politicians know that, boy, Because I always saying, bro, if you know what hey, no, nothing for him. If you don't watch Blacklist, it would have tell us that there is a shadow agency. And within the government, the shadow agency works. So yes, you have stellar people in the government and then you have the corrupt people in. So I've always made the statement to say, yo, earlier days, not now, I don't believe that anymore, but earlier days, I've always made the statement to say, yo, when Andrew did young, he wouldn't know certain things, but certain man all are up there. You see me, I say, like there's them, we don't know certain things, I know, so well, this have to be done now. You see what I say? So regardless, he want to work in the way there, just make him feel like he want to work in the way there. And behind the scenes to do this. That's what I thought, me personally. You see what I say? So, and that's what I still think, you know what I mean? Has Andrew grown now to understand that these things need to be done? Yes. Will he do them? Yes. That's what I believe. You see what I say? Me, TallDawg. You see what I say? So they might try to find ways to damage the youth and him career stellar. You see me? There is also concerns that the NARA is going to be used as a political advantage in an upcoming election. You see what I say? Because JLP knows that they lose the people with wagwan, with food, money, everything. Everything. JLP knows. But this is allegedly a PNP conversation. So PNP knows. You see what I say? But I bet you if they get although that's speculation. Let's move on there. Then it's important to note still that the recording circulated has not been authenticated by any independent news or organization. You see what I say? So it's still just allegedly. But yeah, so see something where say Mark Golden say something. Yeah, Mark Golden said before me get to my girl Diane Jackson.
Before I get into the issues relating to this National Executive Council meeting, I wanted to say something on the issue that's swirling out there about these leaked recordings. And I think it's necessary for us to say something. The People's National Party chose not to comment publicly on that matter until we had the facts before us. Our review is now complete, and it established three things. Firstly, the conversation in which those leaked recordings took place did not happen in any official party forum. Secondly, no party officer, no officer of the party participated in that discussion. And thirdly, the PNP has no official NEC or executive WhatsApp group. That doesn't exist. And certainly not where party policy is made. This was a WhatsApp group formed by individuals within the party, and the views expressed were their personal views. So those recordings do not represent the official position of the PNP or any policy of the PNP. The PNP takes responsibility for its official positions. Those are set by our constitutional organs, such as this National Executive Council or the Executive Committee of the party, and those that are communicated by our authorized representatives and shown through our public.
People come on and see face good. Meanwhile, this is not see Marky G when he come out to whip them, Marky, whip them, Marky, whip them. We have not seen anything of the hurricane relief money, Marky, whip them. And I see a Marky that will come out to beat when Marky come out to beat. Marky have what them call it, egg on his face. Oh my God. That's not nice right there. People may have to make us see Marky face. Hold on, let me make this bigger. No, sir. We can't do it, sir. With them, look on the man, look on the man. Oh God, man. Let them do it, man, so man. Oh God, man.
Public actions or through our public media outlets, social media outlets, and so on. So, with that clarified, I just want to turn to the matter at hand. Before I get into the issues relating to this National Executive Council meeting, I wanted to say something on the issue that's swirling out there about these leaked recordings. And I think it's necessary for us to say something. The People's National...
Oh my God, bro. Oh my God, bro. This man said, I think it's necessary for us to say something. This man say something. Before we get into the issue, I want to get to the issue of the leaked voice note swirling around. Him calling it leaked, but him, the PNP head, saying it is confirming that it was a bit. So his voice note is real. We don't need no official organization, no independent, nobody to get through this no more. I just heard it. The voice note real. The first comment right here says, I bet I can't, hold on, I want to read the first comment. I'm going to read it and I'm going to laugh, you know. A kind recommendation. Just dissolve the PNP and call it a day because already. God Almighty know. Me see people be stressing that they want PNP to get back in power. Bro, they not ready, bro. Me telling you the truth. When I set up on camp, me help vote for you. Me we help vote for you when I set up on camp. Me we can get my vote. So that's one less Labour right vote, one more comrade vote. You can get for me, bro. When you set up a camp, bro, you're not ready. Y'all haven't been ready in a minute, bro. Y'all have, let's face it. Since Bunting and the two Peter them, where nobody trusts, because Jamaica is so, you know what I mean, homophobic. And we ain't trust none of them Peters. Zine, fly away Peters, fly away Pauls. Zine, since the two Peter them go at it in-house, y'all knew that was it. The landslide victory was something that was a result of that. See, we ain't won because Labour right voters came out in numbers. We won because y'all people boycotted y'all because them sister wasn't ready. Up to now, they're still not ready, bro. We don't have some like a young hearted people in the camp right now we feel like, but them not ready because them don't know the ball game of how this always play. Them did always they down this and say, yo, this, that, and the third. Them have to get corrupted a little bit before them can even ready. That's a weird thing for me to even say, but it's true. For inner politics, you have to corrupt a little bit. Yeah, I mean? Yo, bro. You see me? There was a politician that once said, and I live by these words, I ain't gonna lie to y'all.
Corruption is not bad. Corruption is only bad if I'm not involved.
Yes.
But if I'm part of that corruption, I'll defend it.
Corruption is only bad when I'm not involved. You see what I say? So I could get to Miss D, you know, hear him say it was confirmed. Me hear what Miss D think about this. You know what I mean?
These people have done so much damage to the country. The only word that comes to my mind when I'm hearing this is there are three important things that come out of all of this, right, that we need to bear in mind.
We hear it's three important things.
So let's talk about the PNP Nara voice notes now and what this means for the party and for the country. I'm Dion Jackson Miller. Thank you so much for joining me. Time for tea.
You know, happy about it still there. I love you. You know that me. I watch you for a while. Me hear you in your voice, so go out your tone. You're not happy. That's not the normal. I'm Dion Jackson Miller. Time for tea. Yeah, I mean, you like to give it a head tilt. You ain't happy about this, Lucy.
So
you see, look. I ain't capping, look. Rounds. I think about the angle where we have to start the video from, the conversation from. I'm just frowns, so I have to come here, so I can't try defend or beat them drunk prayer. Frowns, how stupid can they be? Because the truth is everybody knows, anybody with a brain knows that these things are the norm. You see me, only the common folks act a fool about certain things. I mean, I understand it, you see me, I say, but still, Miss D know what time it is. You see me, I say, she know the hypocrisy will play upon any side of it. That's why I was saying, when she did that tell me, say, in the inauguration speech, Andrew Holness rubbing the fact say the PNP lose by quoting their slogan for themselves. You see? And she did vex about him. I said that's hypocritical. That you're just being a sore loser. You see what I say? You are just being a sore loser. Because if PNP had won, it would probably be worse. Or at least the same. So, you know what I mean? Let's not do that.
So, I know you know this, but remember, Hurricane Melissa hit Jamaica October 28 as a Category 5 storm. It absolutely devastated Jamaica. It ruined the people's lives, right? 45 people at least died. Thousands more had their housing affected. A lot of people still living in substandard housing. And what do we have? Voice notes from somebody said to be a member of the PNP executive, right? Showing how dirty the politics is by showing that at least some sections of the party are willing to try dirty up good people just to get themselves into power. So this is what was said in those voice notes allegedly from a PNP executive WhatsApp group. Now let's be clear, the voices we heard are not those of identifiable officers of the party, not those, for instance, of the leader of the opposition or the general secretary, but that doesn't matter as much as you might think, right? Some people have been saying as well, how we know it's really PNP executive members. Well, these aren't random posts people are scraping off social media. This was broken by Nationwide News Network. This story came out Tuesday, July 21, and to date, up to the time of the recording of this video, there's been no official statement on this matter by the People's National Party. They certainly haven't denied the reports that these were PNP executive members. They have not denied that this was a PNP WhatsApp group that these voice notes came from. It does not take 2 or more days to deny something this serious that isn't true. And this is serious. When these voice notes came out, when this story broke, there were different things the opposition could have done, right? They could have denied outright. They could have said, nothing no go so. It's not PNP members. Nothing about no PNP.
Bro, as a person who understands law, Dion is basically telling the PNP, y'all stupid for letting this is what I'm gathering. I'm not saying this is what she's saying. Y'all stupid for letting the voice notes get leaked. But y'all stupid for not just coming out with the John public when I have no sense already. Like I was telling you, the common folks that we just don't know better. I say, I know so it go. Ah, boy, Father God. Because the there right now is like, she vexed. Me can't hear in her tone, me can't see it in her face. Remember, I've watched this lady. I like this lady. Gentlemen don't know like one woman who don't study her features and them something. Diane is very uncomfortable doing this. Uncomfortable isn't even the word. She's disappointed. That's what she is. She's this
WhatsApp group of course, if you're going to deny something like that, you better be right. They could have immediately.
That's it right there. She said you could have just easily come out the first day and deny it. But then, I think she feel right there. This is just me because this is the first time I watch the video. So this is off the top of my head. I think she's saying, this is me trying to read her. I think she's saying at that point, right there is, you could have just denied it. And then she's like, that sound too, you know what I mean? Like, me I tell them, say to tell lie. And the public, my podcast people might see that. Of course, if you're gonna deny something like that, it better be true. You know, when somebody a backtrack, I hope to get me. It's there. It's love, baby.
Come out and said, you know something, we're investigating the matter, but we're distancing ourselves from this. This is not something the party subscribes to. This is not something the party believes. They could have done that immediately. Never do that either. What did we get from them instead? Zero.
I want you to hear. Yeah. Andrew, you see this? Silver, me have to pay. Silver, me not have it. You want 20 extra? Andrew, me not have it. $35 left in my name. My baby mother can't even be my wife because I can't afford proposal. And my 2 kids. So you see them lifestyle we all live. Silver, $35 left in my name, Andrew. Do better. And for the people who are paid people, don't depend on that, you know. Oh, me don't depend on that, you know. Me don't depend on start over. I'm gonna have less than $35 and a couple promises of couple years. So yo, we just are getting a groove, man. We have to undo all the foolishness we don't do. While then just a party and brag off and use the general excuse. Because again, tactics. But come on, folks. Argue and beat up on the gum, that's what they want. You know what I mean?
Zilch. Get from them instead? Zero. Zilch. Nada. My radio program Beyond the Headlines on Radio Jamaica invited the PNP to come and talk to us about these voice notes. They declined that invitation. So, tell me what kind of conclusion we're supposed to come to. My conclusion is that they may be testing the waters to see, are people really vexed? Do they really need to come out and speak about this? By the time they come out to speak, nobody not going to want to hear what they have to say. And who cares what it is people think? You know, take a position, take a principled position. Now, the voice notes allegedly came from May 27, 2026, shortly after Major General Anthony Anderson had been announced as a new CEO of NARA, the National Resilience and Reconstruction Authority. Now, here's what they said. So the first person speaking said, bear in mind that NARA is what the JLP sees as its glory and its savior for a 4th term. So they see NARA as a saving grace. They're going to do everything in their power to try to get things done, which means bypassing, like all parish councils, which you know, we probably would do delay tactics, and they don't get it, which is why they did it that way. But safety standards and these things is a concern. So let's continue to play our ball game of politics. Let's start by looking at this statement a little closer, and the fact that what it's saying to us is that our local government system would be weaponized to try and mess up NARA's work, which is designed to help in the recovery of the country and to help thousands of people who are still badly in need.
Yo, Dian is not happy about this. Let me just tell you right now. Dian is so disappointed with those. You better than reach out to her, you know. Try find one what they call it, the cabinet is sick, what they call it. I don't know. Find one position, Gideon, to try rescue no stupidity, dog. Bro, yo, Dian sick and tired of one. I tell you the truth, yo. Dian sick and tired of one. What Dian is looking at is the reality that you may never get back into power because y'all keep doing stupid shit over and over. But alright.
Need of help. And for what? For politics, for try get back into power. Listen to the words again. They're going to try to do everything in their power to try to get things done, which means bypassing, like all parish council, which we probably would do delay tactics, and they don't get it, which is why they did it that way. So according to this person from the PNP, allegedly from the PNP now, the parish councils or municipal corporations, which is what they call them now, which have responsibility for things like planning approval, would be deliberately trying to hold back approval to mess up the government to try to make Nara fail. Honestly, the only word that comes to my mind when I'm hearing this is evil, wicked and evil, because it is wicked to try to hurt people just so you can get political mileage out of it. No, man, wicked and evil. These people are
even that, no man, wicked and evil. Dian is so smash. This is me again. This is all my personal opinion, people. Please don't run with this shit. It's called critical thinking. This is what my critical thinking says. See, Dian is aware because she's smart enough. I wouldn't like her if she's not smart enough. She's smart enough, unlike some members of the PNP, to do damage control, PR, then all these things. You see what I say? Yeah. So she can express her views and try her best not to sound biased or, you know what I mean? She have enough acting. Wicked and evil. If she was talking about something that the JLP had done that was truly wicked and evil, you would have heard that tone elevate. You know what I mean? Wicked and evil. This is just what the people are saying, and she knows this is what the people are saying. So we are on the side of the people, not the People's National Party, the people, the common folks. You know what I mean? So she's making herself seem human down to her right here. But the reality of it is she knows this is ball game either way you take it. You know what I mean? As I said, she's just disappointed. And y'all drop the y'all.
Intellectually bankrupt. You know why I said that? Because in truth and in fact, there are problems with NARA. I have done several videos talking about it. Too much power, too little oversight. But the bill has been passed. It is now law. The agency has been set up. So what well-thinking Jamaicans should be doing is monitoring it and talking about how effectively we can make sure that it does what it's supposed to do within the guidelines. Not try to sabotage it. Yeah, intellectually bankrupt. Instead of concentrating on how do we address the issues, how do we monitor in the interests of the Jamaican people, them attack sabotage. So, not just intellectually bankrupt, but morally bankrupt as well. All right, so
you see how far she have to come back before she reach the morally bankrupt? Eh? Yeah, this is her doing the damage control because she realized because she called them idiot too much time. You know what I mean? Yeah, and that's just her belief. Now the people believe, the common folks belief is, oh, them evil, so morally bankrupt. What more do you have to say? And me here is what do you have to say and see if it, you know?
Next voice note said this. The concern I'm raising is that Anderson's track record is not one full of blemish that it will be so easy to attach certain things to him. The corruption argument is not going to be attached to him so easily, right? In my humble opinion, I think they've outsmarted us and then put in this man to be a CEO and whatever. Reality is we need to ensure that the average Jamaican is saying we don't care who he is, and him could have full of integrity like whoa. He could have been whatever. He's a man who sorted out all of the hurricane relief that got it to Jamaica, whether we know it or not. So I would love for us to be able to put that information together, package it for the ground so the average Jamaican can get that information. Yeah, remember when I said a little while ago, wicked and evil? Because what we're hearing here is that the plan would be to set out to try to dirty up a good and decent public servant. Look again. Listen again, make we break it down. Anderson's track record is not one full of blemish that it will be so easy to attach certain things to him. People, this is a good thing.
No, me I say, Diane might genuinely not like the tactics them way have to use. You see me I say, so her, this Diane towards the situation might be true. See, so I'm not saying she's faking empathy with the common folks. I'm just saying she knows that this is ball game. You know what I mean? Whichever side have a ball game. That's all.
This is actually a good thing. Obviously, is my words now. Look, it's one of the good things about NARA that Major General Anthony Anderson is in charge. This is a man who has given years of service to Jamaica at the highest level. Head of the police, head of the army, ambassador to Washington. Highly skilled, highly experienced. The only thing this person is seeing is that it's going to be hard to try to attach allegations of corruption to him. Then they said, I think they've outsmarted us and then put in this man to be a CEO. Outsmarted you. That is what you get out of this, right? The government is trying to redevelop the country after sections have been devastated by hurricane by putting a skilled and experienced public servant in charge. And your reading is that they've outsmarted you because this is about you. Like I said, intellectually bankrupt, morally bankrupt. Then they go on again to say we need to ensure that the average Jamaican is saying we don't care who he is and him could have full of integrity like whoa, he could have been whatever. He's a man who sorted out all of the hurricane relief that got it to Jamaica, whether we know it or not. Parts of this are so badly expressed, I don't even know what I'm trying to say, but again, it's clear that the plan is to try to pin something negative on General Anderson. Clear. Look, I was saying to my radio listeners, sometimes you have to draw back on something them used to say in high school. And honestly, listening to this, them people are sick stomach.
Disappointed.
Shame on everybody who participated in this conversation, and shame on the PNP. Having made no statement on this matter.
Nada.
Not having come out immediately and distanced yourself and condemned what we heard in these voice notes. Shame.
Yo, listen to me, I said, I'm not playing no more. Deep love you, me. You hear me, I said, this is your mix for real, man. You see me, I said, you want to play no more, but I don't laugh up there no more, Deep. I tell you the truth. The video ain't big. The video ain't big enough, people. I thought that video was big, but I think they're watching a full video, so it's supposed to go. Alright, hear me out. I think I saw another video, you know, where like a Cliff users or something now, you know. Apparently it was Nationwide who played these leaked voice notes, our first, the first official channel to even mention it. You see me, I say? So it looked like I saw something that says PNP come out and argue with Nationwide instead of argue with the members where say what they say. So I might play a little of that. But basically that's it, yo. Integrity Commission. Bro. Alright, so apparently Mark Golding never reply or do the press conference the way we see until after the end of the first video there, which would explain why Missy should do a second video, a follow with Mark Golding picture on it. You see me? So PNP President Mark Golding said basically the discussion did not occur in an official PNP forum. Remember me telling you say him acknowledging that it is leaked by just even saying the words leak, the leaked voice notes, the phrase, the leaked voice notes. That's confirmation. Alright? So the voice notes are real. They were indeed leaked. Alright. PNP President Mark Golden said a discussion did not occur in an official PNP forum. You would have heard Miss Jackson Miller said earlier said that no make no sense. Even though no official people say it in the PNP, people in the PNP say it. You see what I say? If something like this did happen, it made no difference to no PNP supporter to say, dirty big nose Andrew. Everything a Andrew. It start with A, so me understand. Andrew. Change the man, mother good name, Andrew, to Andrew. To blows and stress, don't call him man name. Zin, so, it's the same right here. You see me I say? He also went on to say the people heard were not acting as party officers or speaking in an official capacity. Again, makes no difference. You get me? The WhatsApp group was created by individuals within the party. Stupid. Confirmation again that the party is involved. Individuals. The views expressed were personal and do not represent official PNP policy. Personal views that are formed from what you are seeing, acknowledging, and understanding in the surroundings, in your environment. So personally, I couldn't think that me could have go rob Scotiabank if me need a work or see some setup of them surroundings, understanding of them camera security system and them something them. Personally, me couldn't just go get up and say that. If me need see guns and ammunition and niggas when I no sense and willing to come and make the mission with me. Personally, I couldn't make that choice. You see what I say? But what I'm seeing in my environment encourages me and shows me that it's possible. So what them I say, because of what them I hear and what them I see. So that was a stupid thing to say again. Yeah, I mean, no, as me say, JLP response, me never what JLP response. JLP just glad for the opportunity to say, hey, good them. We are going to tell you about this and that. So me I tell you say a true facts. Could you get it grape? Them a call it sour. Me now watch that. Me no want to hear no labor right response right now. Zin, me now tell you say don't revel in at the moment. Zin, because at the end of the day a ball game. But I'm saying, people, to the critical thinkers, don't take a labor right the response right now as nothing like. You see me? Then just glad for the opportunity to say, I know we fuck up. Remember, just in a device note there, the people them did say them no say they not have the people them. From the environment and the inflation and all these things. They know the people them not with them. So Nara them big trump card, right? They say, yo, alright, how we are gonna do this and get people to vote? Cause yes, they have the power to do that and we need that and or it come like road work. You see me? They only fix the road in the election time. Same old tactics from Wappy kill Philo. Then so me now watch well labor writer say. I am though watching how the public looks at what the PNP has to say after this. Not on this issue, but about anything else. If them come with the same egg on their face or them come back with the confidence and the point finger and the holier than thou attitude. Because what this has simply shown Jamaica is that the ball game go on by any side, every side. None of them is for the people. Both of them need the people to continue propel themselves forward. So they will do it. It's like me use you to make you be You see me I say? Me have a highlight and me have a give you a little strength to make you be better for me. You see me I say? To help me better. That's all politics is. And I mean, we don't need nobody if you lead the country. Go back to your old days, go on the bush, go and go hunt farm and trade goods and foods and everything there. Forget about vanity and all these things, make everybody level if we not have no governing body. But that's what it's all about. You know what I mean? But you papi. So when me have PNP people them still, see, if the voice notes are genuine, whether exposed to or not, and cultural problem are just few individuals that have one conversation and express them personal views, as Mark Golden so properly stated. See, and one thing, should a political party be judged by private conversations or only by a one them when keeping a house there, so the official actions and policies? Me have my answer then. Or your phone on them. That's what me I say. Me I try to figure out. The ethical fair discuss matters I don't want to say national security because it's just so easy to say. But matters are national issues. Then political issues. Is it legal to discuss these things in an unofficial capacity? That's what me don't know. As a parliament minister, is it? Papi, go on, I work so far with Mr. Man. Go on. Yo, me love my kids, afraid. Yo, people, wanna run up a subscription, please, because I want to stay at home with them for real. No, I have to lift up and go. Yeah, you. When I forget youth and raise youth, you see me? And when it comes to youth make you understand certain things. So, you can't run back at them, look a politician and see them when have to wise up youth because the decisions wanna make a affect for them future, for own future right now. You see me? When you depend on the payers when you go in blouse and skirts, digital modem them. You see me? I say you have to make sure so you put up a subscription plan for the youths them. You see me? So what may I say still? Me not think it ethical if you discuss them sitting there, but what I think somebody can tell me because I can't wrong, you see me? And the PNP aim in this voice note is regardless of our name General Anderson or that guy, Mr. Anthony Anderson, stellar reputation is getting Jamaicans to understand so this man is in charge of all the hurricane relief money. So regardless of how stellar his reputation is, we don't get no money. What's happening? Let's beat him. Yeah. He helped thief some. Yeah. One thing about that. You know what I mean? I don't think you're right for just political gain. I don't think it's a part of the ball game, like I've been saying. I don't think it's morally degrading. I don't know. And then the question really is because in a court then tell you, president, it happened once, it happened again. You thief once, I'm gonna lock you up for thief. Ain't no way somebody come call thief by your name, I'm gonna go. No, I don't think he did it this time. Guilty. You have to prove you're innocent now. You see what I say? First time you might argue with you a little bit, but now you have to definitely prove you're innocent. Everybody can call thief on your work. You see what I say? So if they do it once, which is now we want to acknowledge because of media and technology and all these things, have they done it? Have they done it before? Either PNP or JLP. The answer is yes. But tell me what you think. You see me I say? Overall, did the PNP answer in time? Did the PNP answer clearly enough for you? Or what? You see me I say? Because it took a while. And I think they cancel one press conference. So it's not like even whole questions get to throw. You know what I mean? So one thing. And ultimately the question is this. should their personal opinion matter? Like them voice note and them look with pillow talk and them something like, people say anything when they say anything, when they feel comfortable and them thing there. You see me, should those things matter or should performance matter and public policies? Should voters vote off that or off what the people them I think personally? I may have a couple politicians on me know and they will tell us say the party are shit. And see me I say this man I post it. You know what I mean? And then we go against it publicly. And if this man I said do this and do this, then we'll do this. And if they're going to help people, then we'll help people. So what y'all think? Let me know. Like we give on a piece like Cliff Hughes now, because Cliff Hughes is one of them famous podcasts that I plan to rap to, He might miss Dean Jackson. When you combine their subscribers, they have 100,000, you know what I mean? I want at least 20 out of the 100,000 subscribers.
And begin with a media briefing that was called by the People's National Party yesterday. And in all my years of covering politics and watching politics not only in Jamaica but across the world, there's a rule or a practice that we come to know, and that is whenever
It glitchy, people. It glitchy. The video is glitchy, but I saw Cliff speak.
a party, a political party, decides to attack the press, the media, the messenger, that is a very good indication that that political party has lost the argument.
Maybe I say me give you no example, but me just remember amount of time we play a Trump video them. Fake news, fake news, fake news, fake news, fake news, fake.
It has lost the debate, and it is now resorting to personal attacks. And that is what we learned yesterday from the People's National Party.
You see what I try to say is, it's an unspoken rule. You see me I say, and it's not even a rule. It's just something where you know. You see me? Yeah. It's like, what they saying they go? Don't shoot the messenger. You see what I say? If you shoot the messenger, that simply means, unless messenger bring like terms of war, TR, or something like that. If you shoot and they still not to shoot them, you have to send back your terms of war, your message. But the messenger is sanctioned by any side. So the messenger in politics to the people would be the news. And so I said that's why politics or politicians should influence or control any news station at all. You see me? That should be the people's channel. It don't go like that, but that's how it should go.
This issue of the leaked voice notes, where some members of the party were caught on tape betraying what a lot of people suspect was the strategy of the party at this time.
Also clear to note, I believe Cliff is a Labourite.
And that is to delay, attack, lie, obfuscate, because it has failed to do its job as an alternative government by sitting down, doing the research, doing the studying, doing the consultation on the big issues of the time, and fashioning, producing an alternative policy and political agenda that could catch the imagination of the Jamaican people.
Yo, listen, me not listen to more clip. Yo, me not listen to people. Me not listen to more clip. Let me tell you why. It would be hypocritical. It would be hypocritical of me. This is the shit I'm telling you all about. This is the shit where when on your side, or you with them, you know what I mean? In a professional capacity. That's what I can tell you. I said, Miss Diane was doing this, but out of a stance of disappointment. Him doing this is out of a stance of elatedness or elation or whatever the fuck that word is. I really actually, I know the word, the root word is elated. You see me? But still, dog, the man happy. What he's doing is keeping it professional. You see me? Or what seems professional to Jamaican John public. And we would love to call it is politician lingo. We would have to allocate the budget for next year and postpone it for another year. But we have rice and peas and curry chicken and refreshments around the back. Yeah. Remember the twins say? That's it, the politician lingo. So that's what Cliff Hughes and Miss D have, the politician lingo. Talk to the public and get in for them opinions and personal views without making it look or seem too personal. After all, that's what a podcast is about anyway, you know what I mean? How we see it. That's why I have a segment where literally name how me see it. When me I just tell you how me see it, me not give a damn if you look politically correct. Me no business when me not gonna say the wrong thing over there, so me not gonna offend nobody. That's how me see it. Me TallDawg. That's why the segment name how me see it with TallDawg. When it come over here upon the critical thinking, I'll play devil's advocate. I'll give you fair points. I'll give you unfair points. You see me? Just to make sure it's critical. Yeah, I mean, we are think from all angles, like Leon Jackson Miller. Yeah, I mean, but differently still. Cliff happy. So it's too easy for him just come whip them intelligently. You see me? I'm not gonna watch that. This is just as much as the other JLP members who happy enough to say, oh, it's so ironic they've been calling us corrupted and this, that, and this is what their party members are thinking. No, we not depend that, we don't know. You see me? But critical thinkers, let me know. If the roles did reverse, we would have beat the JLP. If I call JLP in a power now, you know. So if the roles did reverse, we would have beat the JLP. And the PNP, if you views them, we not express, or we express better yet, now represent a party policy. Why were they expressed by people associated by the party? That you have to answer to John Public. You see what I say? And two, the JLP. Is it fair for the whole entire party accountable for what one person or two person allegedly say, discussing at their own private capacity? So may I say, because Mr. Andrew Holness, I've advocated for you by saying certain things that were done under your watch weren't necessarily sanctioned by you. You see me? So it could be the same. But one thing critical thinkers let me know. Again, TallDawg, big up on yourself. Thanks for listening. Drop in the comments, man. I'm gonna tell a friend them to subscribe, bro. Y'all see me here. You know what I mean? Let's get to it.